I look crazy today. That's gonna be the intro for today's video. Yep. My plan for today was literally to just talk about my anxiety and recent issues I've had. I don't know why I made that face, that's weird. Also, my hair is not red anymore and I'm mad. I am mad. It should be red, but it's not, so. Anyway, last time I talked about my anxiety was in Hawaii when I was struggling very much to the point where it was literally stopping my breathing. It has gotten better, but part of that is me not going out as much, me not seeing other people I don't know and all that. But recently we went to Sacramento and we went to the Boiling Crab because, I don't know. We drove to Sacramento and then back in one day. So that's interesting. When it came to my time to order the food, I don't order, okay? If I am going to like Dutch Bros or something, my sister will order for me, especially because it's easier because we're in like a car, all that. So I don't order. I can't. I don't talk to people. It is not normal for me to talk to people at this point. My anxiety will literally cause so many problems. So what happened is I went to order and I kept looking around. I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to say because I knew what I wanted to order, okay? I knew everything I wanted to do. I had it all planned out. The issue is my anxiety made my heart beat. It made my brain not know what's going on. So I didn't know what I was supposed to do, even though I knew what I wanted. So as soon as it was my time to order, I forgot everything and I was panicking. So eventually I was able to figure out what I wanted. Sorry, this piece of hair is annoying me. My hair looks weird. I don't know why, I don't like it. Anyway, eventually I did like get the food and all that. But after that happened, I had anxiety the whole time and it did not stop. Like, I'm still having very bad anxiety at the moment, which is really annoying because I used to not really have anxiety. I was free of it for a while and now it's back. I wouldn't say it's worse than it was because it's not stopping my breathing, but it is really badly impacting my life. The next day after that, we were back home and we were doing the same thing at home. We were like boiling seafood and all that, just having like a boiling crab, but at a house. And I went because I wanted seafood and I thought there were gonna be people I knew, so I was gonna feel comfortable. I was very wrong. There were like 2 people I knew, and well, basically there were like 4 people I knew, and there were like 5 that I didn't know. So my anxiety automatically skyrocketed because, like I said, I already was having anxiety from the day before. Like, it did not stop. And when I have anxiety, that's when all my overthinking and all of that comes back, and it just starts a bunch of problems and stirs things up in my brain, and it's not okay. And I'm still trying to figure out how to cope with it. But basically what happened there is I did not sit down, I did not eat dinner, I just stood and pet the dog because I was having a panic attack. I was on the verge of a mental breakdown. I almost cried like 5 times, which was not ideal in any way. I did not want to cry at all. That was not a plan. So after that, it's just been like getting worse to the point where like I don't want to go outside. Like I don't want to go anywhere. I just want to stay put and stay in my safe zone, which I know is the worst thing I could do for my anxiety, which is why it's so bad now, because I was staying in. I wasn't doing anything. I literally wasn't doing anything. I might be going to my friend's show on Saturday. The only reason I want to go is because I want to see my friend. I miss her. She's important to me. She's been there through everything. I really appreciate her. She's been the only one to stay and everything, which is why she's so important to me. Because, like, no matter what, she has been there. I have been there for her because she has been there for me. Like, everything I have gone through in my life, she has been there. Like, the divorce, the friend problems, me moving to Hawaii, me moving back here. Like, she has been there through every stage of my life. I met her in 2017. That is 10 years after I was born, but that's crazy. I met her 1 year before all the stuff just went downhill. My life is absolutely crazy. I was just laying in bed thinking about my life and everything. This happened yesterday, and this also happened like 3 weeks ago. Where I was just thinking about my life and I just started crying because there are so many things I could have done to make my life different, but I did the opposite, so my life is now where it is, which every day I am so upset that I have made these decisions, because deep down I knew it was not the right decision, but still I did it. And now every single day I'm thinking and wishing I didn't do them. I don't know why my face is so chubby right now. I hate it, sorry. I was looking at my YouTube. I posted a short because I was bored and I just wanted to post something. I don't know, I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel. Slowly. But I posted a short and I was like looking through, I have my laptop right here. I don't know if you guys know that. I was looking through all my videos and the most viewed video I have is me talking about all my stress and everything. So it just shows me that I should be talking about these things and it's important to other people. I just wish I had a way to cope with my anxiety, because what I used to do in school is I would like take a minute to focus on my breathing, make sure I'm taking in deep breaths and like slowly breathing. And then I would listen to music, which I no longer have Spotify Premium because I have 20 cents in my bank account. 20 cents. I really just want to post my Venmo, but I should not because I don't need the money. It's not important to me. I do really, really badly want the money, but it's not like a necessity. It's not something I need right now. I mean, I say I do only because, you know, I feel like my life is being put behind everyone else's, and the only way I can make my life a priority is by getting money so I can do things on my own. cry. I'm like gonna cry. I don't know. I'm very emotional lately. I don't know what's been going on. But things have been very, very bad for me, like emotionally. I've been struggling a lot with mental health and all of that recently. What I didn't realize when I was living in Hawaii, I was struggling a lot with like mental health and all of that. I just had no clue. So it was all just me not knowing and just putting it off as my life sucks. But a lot of it was me struggling with my mental health and all of that. Which mental health is a really big factor in people's lives. I don't think people look at it enough. And another thing is, I was looking at a video of this girl. She was saying people just adopt it into their personalities. They say it's them when it's not. You are different. You are not. Sorry. Is that better? No. I feel like being dull, probably. People add it to them, like it is them. They say it is them, but it's really something else that you can work towards getting rid of, which I can say on a personal level, when I was going through all this depression and other thoughts that I don't want to say on YouTube, I basically adapted it as myself, which made me stuck as a person. So I was stuck in this mindset that I am sad, like I am not important, which right now I am currently feeling like I am not important and I'm just sad and that's who I am, which is what I'm working towards getting rid of. I'm trying to fix it to where I am not this sad person. I am this happy person who helps others and all of this, because I think the main reason I like try to help people so much on my YouTube channel is because me helping my friends and everything that I've gone through has shown me that this is a really important thing that is not talked about enough. Like anxiety, never talked about. Everyone just rules it as you having your own issues and you're a problem and all of that, which is not true. You're not a problem. You are who you are, and if you have anxiety, that's okay. I have been diagnosed around 7 times with anxiety in 1 year. 7 times in less than a year, actually, because that was this year. And I stopped seeing like therapists and doctors in June. So in half a year, I was diagnosed 7 times, which is absolutely insane. And all the mental things that are adding to that made me also depressed, but I was not diagnosed with depression again. I have been diagnosed with depression since 2021 because they did not take it off. So even though 2022 was the best year of my life until November, they ruled it as, I don't know what I was saying. Hold on. Even though 2022 was the best year of my life, everyone still thought I had depression then, which I did not, because I was the happiest person ever. I was never really sad. I was never going through these episodes of like crying and being sad. Like in 2021, I was constantly going through things where I was crying and I was thinking these thoughts. I don't think those thoughts anymore. I have done some things that I don't know if I can talk about them specifically on YouTube, but I do have scars on my skin that will basically put it in your brain if you are old enough, which I don't know how old you guys are, but Also, I have a lot of emotions going through my head. I am still maturing. I am still trying to become an adult, which I am not an adult, but everyone is viewing me as an adult, which is an issue because they are expecting me to be an adult and be responsible when I can't do anything on my own. I have to rely on everyone else. I have 20 cents to my name right now. How am I supposed to be an adult when I can't get a job, I can't get a car, I can't get my permit, I can't do anything? I can get my permit. The only thing is the stupid DMV is backed up until December. So I have a appointment in December, which is annoying. I want to check the DMV again and just see if I can get an appointment. Sorry, I'm having... Anytime I film these videos about having all this anxiety and all of that, I get anxiety. Because I did film a video back in July. Because I was trying to just like catch up with you guys and say what's going on. And that video did not get posted. It failed to post, which I am really mad about. And I don't have the video anymore because I switched phones very close after that. So, do not have that video. So I cannot post it. I wish I could, but I can't. The thing with the service dog, I did ask about it. What is that? Oh. The thing is, they did not want to get a dog and all of that. I did end up getting a dog. I think I've talked about this. I might have talked about this in the video that got deleted. 2 videos got deleted, actually. I have tried to post 4 times. 2 of them got posted, and then the other 2, the 2 most important ones, did not get posted, which I am very upset about, but I can't do anything about it now. Also, the car I wanted is gone, and now I don't have a car that I want, and I'm upset. But it's life. I've just been thinking, because, like, we could have gotten it. We could have very well gotten it, like, 2 weeks ago. But we did not. And there are reasons to that. I just don't feel like I should share them on here. I've been having some, like, emotions, like, going on with, like, the fact that, like, I am discarded, I am unimportant, I am a side part in people's life. Which basically, a side part means you are not important and just don't matter. And they don't think about you. And it really hurts me. Which, the thing is, I need to think about these things. I need to just think about everything and question why I'm thinking these and what I can do to resolve these. And some things I can't resolve. I can't. But there are other things I can talk about. But the problem is I feel like I can't talk about it because it will start more issues than are already there. And I don't want more issues. I want less, which is why I would talk about them. But then I would start more issues. I have been giving some, like, hints of, like, not wanting to move and all of that. And that's, like, the bare minimum is to not move. That is the bare minimum. The biggest thing is me being considered. Which I am not being considered at all. Which is why we're going to move. Because if they had talked about that with me and asked me what I want to do, I would have said I don't want to move. Because I'm tired of constantly moving. I want stability. And I was making voice memos because, you know, I was just, like, talking about things that were on my mind. And at the end of one of them, I said that the thing I want more than a car and a motorcycle is stability in my life. I ended the voice memo right there because I was laughing. I was just joking around, but truly, I do want stability in my life, and I want this place where I don't have to worry if we're packing up and moving, which we are. Not right now, but decently soon, because we all know how fast these years go by. It's really annoying to me. And like, I got my hopes up and I was like, okay, we're moving closer to the place I want to be. Maybe I could go to the school where my friends are. It's out of the school zone, which I am really upset about, because it just means that I can't go back. The only chance I will have to go back is living on my own, because nobody in my family lives there anymore. Which is why I wish I never moved to Hawaii in the first place, because one, if I never moved to Hawaii in the first place, I would not have to worry with 10 times the amount of things I do right now. I would be perfectly happy with all my friends. I would have every single one of my friends, and I would have everyone still hanging out with me and everything, because I can still contact them, but they're not my friends anymore. They don't talk to me. They don't want to talk to me. They left, which is why I have 2 friends. I had like 30, and now I have 2. And I used to have 1, but recently I went to a Halloween party and became friends with my best friend's other best friend. She has 2 best friends. It's me and the other girl. So the 3 of us are best friends, which is, I really like, because I've missed having people. Because one of them is always busy and the other one is barely ever busy, so. And I might see all 3 of them on Saturday, and I'm super excited because I do not see people enough. People I care about enough. I don't see people enough in general. To be honest, I do not see people enough. Guess what I did yesterday? Stayed in the house. Guess what I did the day before yesterday? Stayed in the house. Guess what I did the day before yesterday and the day before yesterday? Stayed in the house. Did nothing. Which really, really sucks. I'm trying to like figure out how to do things, like go outside more, because I used to hang out with my sister all the time, but she has work, she has school, she can't do that. And especially because I can't drive, which means I can't go to see her. So it's an issue. Also, we're moving farther away from her, which means I'm going to see her much less. Which is obviously going to do a lot to me mentally, because already not seeing her does a lot to me mentally. Because she's been the only one there for me my whole entire life. When I was born, she was the other person taking care of me. My dad was in the Navy, so he was deployed. My mom had 3 other kids. So it was a lot. And growing up, I would try to hang out with them. The oldest one had a boyfriend, had jobs, had school, had like everything. The other one had school and was forced into a job. The other one had school. He was not old enough for a job at that point. And I just kept asking, hey, can we like play? Because I was a child. I didn't understand what it was for them to have these things that stop them from hanging out with me. Also, they were too old to do the things that I wanted to do. So that also did a lot to me mentally as a kid, which told me that I'm gonna have to be alone my whole life. I'm not gonna have someone there. Because growing up, I didn't have someone there. I didn't. It was me on my own, and that really did a lot to me. Especially because I was under 10 years old. And when I was 10, I remember on my 10th birthday, the divorce was happening, and I wanted to go to a buffet. I was like so excited and everything, and we took 2 separate cars. Everything was tense, and birthdays just didn't matter to me after that. They were unimportant and not fun, because the one thing I wanted was a nice family dinner at a buffet. I remember in the car, I asked, why can't we all be in one car? Because I could not understand what it was. My brain could not understand what was going on. So, that memory's obviously stuck with me. And I thought I had a good friend and all that, but the thing is, she got rid of me and kept all. The thing is, okay, so she moved to my town. Her parents were also getting divorced and all that. I think I've talked about this before. But she went to my school, was in the same class because they wanted us to be friends, and because I wasn't pretty enough or popular enough, she went to the popular kids, which they rejected her because I would too. But so she went to me as a last resort because she checked everyone else. She tried hanging out with everyone else. And of course I accepted her because I was a great kid. I was nice, and I was like, of course, even though you were terribly rude to me, you can be my friend. And in that friendship, she kicked me out of the friend group that I was in for so long. I was in there for years. She kicked me out before she was in there for, I don't know, 1 year. And everyone adored her and said she was a beauty. She's no longer in that friend group anymore, which I love. That's amazing. She got her karma. She has 2 friends now. I love that. I have 2 friends only because I moved, but it's just like, there are so many things that could have gone differently in my life. But since they didn't, all I know now is a unstructured family life, an unfunctional family, and how to be independent. I have one person helping me, and that's my older sister. I called her to figure out how to make a resume and all of this because, I need a job if I'm gonna have to be the one paying for everything. Because I can't just ask them to pay for my stuff because they will refuse. Because the things I want is YouTube Premium, because seriously, I hate the ads, and Spotify Premium. I also want a car. I want the chance to get my driver's license and my permit, because the Nevada laws say you have to hold your permit for 6 months. I have not even had my permit for 1 day, and I could have gotten it 6 months ago, which means like right now I could have been getting my driver's license, but I didn't, because everything I have tried has not worked. Everything else is more important than me, is what I'm learning from this whole experience. And if I told them that, they would be like, oh, that's not what we were doing. We're just like, this is super important. And I'm like, What about me? Do I not matter at all? And you know what's even worse? I talked to my brother. I was like, I need a car. And he went ahead, showed me a car that my parents wanted to get. And because I got upset, and I was like, that car is 5 times more expensive than the car I want. So why are they getting that when I need a car? So now he's mad at me, says I don't need a car and I'm unimportant. That is everyone in my life saying I am unimportant. There is one person in my life who says I am important and matter, and that all of this is stupid. I had 2 people, but now I have 1. And the thing is, my sisters understand everything I'm saying because, you know, we have grown up not super similar, but similar. Obviously, we have all 3 of us have gone through different things in our life. And there's not much we can do about that. But the fact that they understand everything perfectly and my brother cannot relate at all shows a lot. Because my sister, one of them is 8 years older than me. The other one is 7 years older than me. My brother is the closest to my age. So why can my older sisters relate to everything, and he can't relate to anything? That's because he's the favorite. He's the most important. Everyone loves him. We have 2 very nice cars. I'm not gonna say what they are because apparently I'm sharing too much about what other people own. Whenever the person who owns them dies, they're immediately going to my brother. Immediately. And I have very clearly hinted that I want it. I want at least one of them. And I get 0. It's like I don't even exist when he's around. My parents have wanted a boy their whole lives. Girls are unimportant to them. There's like a saying or like a quote that's like, my parents have no idea who I am, and strict parents create sneaky kids. Both of those, so true. My parents were strict, so I used to sneak around the house at night eating food and taking food because I was not eating enough. I was not allowed to eat. Anytime I asked for more, I was told, you just ate, why don't you wait? Or, it's too late, the kitchen is closed. You can't close a kitchen unless it's a restaurant, okay? So that has made me grow up with unhealthy eating habits because I would sneak food in the middle of the night, which has thankfully made me super quiet at night, which I love because it means I can do whatever I want. I'm kidding, I don't do anything I want, really. There have been times my sister has dropped me off at like 1 in the morning and I snuck in the house. It's my sister, okay? It's not like against the rules or anything. Like, they didn't expect me to come home that night. They expected me to stay at my sister's house, but she had school or work or something, so I couldn't. Also, I desperately needed to come back home because I needed to take a shower and I needed to like go to bed in my own bed. They didn't know I was there. So when they got home, after they left, I came out of my room And they're like, we had no idea you were here. When did you get here? And I said, I got here at 1 a.m. Yeah, that happened. But I don't hang out with my sister anymore, so that's not happening. The other thing with my parents don't know who I am, is growing up with people you don't feel comfortable with. I was terrified of my mother. Terrified. If she asked me to do something, I went ahead and did it because I was terrified, okay? That's not okay. You can't have your kids be terrified of you. When I stopped being terrified of her, that's when we fought. That's when we fought every single day, okay? That's what was happening at home. I was fighting with her every single day because I was no longer terrified of her. So I was in a rebellious teen phase, as they would say. They didn't know anything. They didn't know anything I wanted or liked. They knew nothing about me. And I don't even share enough on social. I ended up blocking my mom because she was stalking my social media. After I blocked her, she made a new account and kept stalking me. I found that out from my sister. She's amazing. Both of them are amazing. My sisters are great. I'm having issues with my brother right now because he doesn't understand he's the favorite. He doesn't. He should, but he doesn't. He never will. He doesn't know how to do anything. Everyone's gonna yell at me for saying that, but he doesn't know how to do chores. He doesn't know how to fold a towel, really. He doesn't know how to do a lot of things. And since he likes cars, every single car that my parents get is going to him. Even though I'm obsessed with cars, and I make that very clear, my friends can advocate for that because I constantly talk to them about cars and motorcycles and all of this. They get annoyed. Public apology. Yeah. I don't know what I've said in this video, but I've said a lot, and I think I've said enough. If you're struggling with anxiety, the best advice I can give you is focus on your breathing. Make sure you're breathing slow and through your nose, out through your mouth. Like, just slowly breathe and focus on that. Just take a few deep breaths and get in your head. Just like think about everything. Zone out everyone else. Okay. I'll see you guys next time. I hope you guys enjoyed my rant about how I have to do everything in my life. And now if my family sees this, they're gonna yell at me. But it's okay. Okay. Peace out.